Welcome to Daily Recap again. We just had Telegra Shipman and Chance on the show for Dolo, which is going to be the first comedy sitcom on ATV this semester. I'm Joe Buno.
I'm Shari Dunk.
And I'm Katrina James.
And this is what's happening in the news. More local, the Richard Bailey situation obviously has garnered a lot of attention from UAlbany students and campus people alike. Today, detectives have basically come to conclude that there has been no new evidence in the case. Unfortunately, there has been no one that has stepped forward. If you do have any information, please call police departments in Albany to give any information so that this can be resolved. The only news that we have right now is that surveillance cameras in downtown Albany captured a shot of a bicyclist as well as a white Volvo driving by the scene at around the time Richard Bailey was shot. As of now, we don't know who the driver of that Volvo or that bicycle was, but police departments in Albany are working as hard as they can to have the conflict resolved.
It is very important that we get more information on this case because it is such a tragedy what happened, and if you know anything, any little bit of information of anything that you know could help, it is crucial that you call the police. It would be a great help to him, his family, and helping them get over their great loss.
On a much lighter note, we're here at Fuerza Night. It's a cultural learning event for not just Latino cultures, but for all cultures as well. And it's also for everyone to show how proud they are of their heritage. Fuerza Night is also raising money for breast cancer research.
We should expect to see some interesting forms of Latino dance tonight, and I can honestly say that I'm very excited. The ballroom right now is packed. We are here live, and we expect to see one hell of a show.
This is so great. I'm so excited. I love all different kinds of dance and culture, and I think it's really great that UAlbany is so diverse that we can get to feel this every day we're here. I'm so excited.
Fuerza Latina has gotten a lot of attention on campus, and there's a lot of anticipation in the room. What do you think that we can expect tonight from the Latino-based community on campus?
I think we can expect a lot of flavor and dancing. The food smells really yummy right now, and I think it's just going to be a really fun event where everybody can bond together and teach each other of how they were raised and their culture.
Well, as you can see, the ballroom right now is currently packed. Everyone is very excited. This is going to be a very, very interesting and fun night for all. But hey, this is still Daily Recap, and our job is to bring you the news. In today's edition of the ASP, Albany Student Press, on the front portion of the paper, Albany's own Paul Morgan Jr. It's been revealed that he is, according to RateMyProfessors.com, number 5, the most popular professor, not in Albany, not in New York State, guys, in the country. According to RateMyProfessors.com, number 5 in overall ratings. Personally, I have taken Paul Morgan Jr.'s class. He's one hell of a teacher, one hell of a guy. He is a personal friend of mine, and there is no one more deserving than Paul Morgan Jr. But in other news?
Well, let me just say about Paul Morgan really quick. He is the most amazing professor I've ever had, and if you need to take an elective, business law is the way to go.
Yes, B-Law 220. It's a fantastic elective. Paul Morgan Jr., he is an electrifying professor, to say the least.
To say the least. In other UAlbany news, for more events coming up on campus, this Thursday, November 20th, Delta Chi and Delta Phi Epsilon will be holding a ping pong tournament at 8:30 on Danes After Dark, and if you win, you get 2 free movie tickets, so that'll be really cool. And the next day, November 21st at 8 p.m. in the main theater in the Performing Arts Center, Don Byron Quartet will be playing a really cool musical selection for those of you interested. It is only $10 a ticket for students, so if you have nothing to do on a Friday night and want to see some music, I definitely suggest going to the PAC.
Now on to one of my favorite sports, UA Women's Volleyball. This is our 3rd season being undefeated since 1998. We are actually going to host this year's 2008 America East Championships. I'm very excited about that, and I'll be there. We have already won 3 out of 4 of our championship titles. We're going to be joined by UMBC, Maine, and Binghamton in the America East Championships. And these are single match eliminations, so hopefully we can pull it through. They're going to be Friday and Saturday, November 21st and 22nd, which is this weekend. And our team is led by senior middle blocker Kamisha Kellum and sophomore outside hitter Amanda Cowdrey in kills per set. So good job on your season, girls, and good luck this weekend.
The U Albany women's volleyball team is going to be playing an exciting tournament today, hosted by America East at Sefco Arena. I can personally say that I'm very excited. ATV Sports Night is a show that will be launching in December of this year in the coming weeks, and we will be providing coverage of sports on campus. We are going to be trying to get you coverage of the women's volleyball game this weekend, but either way, it should be very exciting because, yes, it will be single elimination, so every game will be extremely, extremely tense for everybody, audience, players alike.
All right, in other food news, Nestle recalled 900,000 pounds of lean cuisine today. There were reports of chunks of blue plastic all over their products, and one person actually got injured eating the food. So if you guys like Nestle lean cuisine, be careful what you eat because you might end up with plastic in your mouth.
Now on to more sports news. We are now 0-2 with us being the losers for our UA men's basketball. We recently played the DePaul Blue Demons, and we lost to them 75-64. Coach Will Brown stated that we played hard, but not smart. Better luck next time, boys.
As we can see here, Fuerza Latina is absolutely getting into its height. Things are getting very, very festive. It should be one hell of an exciting night. Even just looking around, the electricity in the room, it's unsurpassed. Right now, everyone is very, very excited. People are lined up for food, and it should be one hell of an exciting night for everybody in the Latino community, everyone in the UAlbany community, because we're expecting one hell of a show.
Yeah, it's so overwhelming right now to see how many people have actually showed up, not only from school, but I see older community members here just ready to dance against the whole Latina spirit.
Do you have any friends in tonight's performances?
I actually do have a couple of friends that are going to be dancing in tonight's Fuerza night, so I'm very excited to see how they perform.
So you want to give any shout-outs for a little bit of luck tonight?
I'm going to give a shout-out to John Raphael. I know he's helping out with stuff, and good luck tonight.
Sorry about that. The room is absolutely packed right now, and things are just getting absolutely electric. I can say personally, I'm very excited to see what's going to be going on tonight. What else do we have in other news?
Well, for the weather, in case you guys are wondering, right now it's 28 degrees. It's getting very cold here up at SUNY Albany, so take out those hat and those mittens. Tomorrow, the high will only be 33 and the low of 23, but no snow for tomorrow, so that won't be too bad.
I was outside today, and it's already begun snowing, you Albany people. I mean, right now, I actually believe that there are flurries coming down outside, so the cold weather is coming, so be sure to bundle up. Freshmen, you're the ones especially who have to know because you haven't been here before. Returning students, you know the deal. It's going to be cold. You're going to need mittens, you're going to need scarves, you're going to need hats, and it's very important to stay warm.
Yeah, this cold weather is really starting to get to me. It's also very important during the wintertime to moisturize heavily because your skin will get dry.
So in sports news, the MLB offseason is hitting its peak. As of now, the Yankees have offered CC Sabathia a $140 million deal over the next 6 years, and the Mets, the rumor on the web is that they are very interested in Francisco Rodriguez, the closer from the Los Angeles Angels, who is now the single season save leader amongst MLB closers. Absolutely fantastic.
That's great. I love baseball. I can't wait to see what this season holds.
So are you a Yankee fan, Met fan, or?
I'm a New York fan.
Okay.
I don't prefer either or.
Are there any sports that you follow?
I follow volleyball, of course. I follow basketball and football. I love the Steelers.
Well, speaking of football and the Steelers, they did win a very, very controversial game on Sunday. What ended up happening was Troy Polamalu in the closing minutes actually got a legal interception, but the referees botched it. Now, the referees botched the call. They totally got it wrong, and it's been estimated that $6 million was lost in Las Vegas on that one single call. Could you even imagine losing money on a game that was botched by the referees?
I can't even imagine. $6 million, that's a lot of money.
Absolutely ridiculous amount of money. That's $6 million. Absolutely an unprecedented amount of money off of something so stupid. So what else do we have in other news?
Travel news. For the first time in 6 years, AAA expects fewer people to leave home for the holidays. Of course, because of how our economy is and prices of everything going up. So maybe that'll mean less traffic for us UA kids going home. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I need a vacation. That's what I need. You know, being up here when it's so cold is important.
Definitely. I've been getting sick like every day. I can't wait to just go home and relax during Thanksgiving. And since no one will be driving, I hope there'll be no traffic on the way home.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving will be next week. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to some good food, some warm weather if you're heading back down south a little bit, and of course, Thanksgiving is spending time with your family. Do you have any special plans for Thanksgiving?
I'm just really excited to go back home and see my family and eat real food, not Chartwell's food, sorry. I'm just really excited to see all the family that I haven't been able to see.
What are you planning for doing Thanksgiving? Anything special?
Nothing too special, just seeing family, home-cooked meal. What about you?
Basically the same. Everyone's going to be doing the same thing for Thanksgiving. It's basically just going to be turkey, good people, a good time, and of course, there's nothing like good food. So in other news, there has been a lot of news about proposed tuition increases. As of now, there is a proposed tuition increase of $300 for next semester. Downtown earlier today was a public hearing to see, the response from the UAlbany students about what is going on with this proposed tuition increase. What are your feelings on the tuition increase proposed for not only next semester, but over the next year?
I understand why they increase tuition, but not all kids are rich, and not all of us can afford it. I know some people who are already struggling just in their first semester of freshman year to pay tuition. So I think that the school has to find a way to offset this and to help kids keep coming to school.
How do you feel about the tuition increases?
I definitely agree. I know a lot of my friends are paying for their own tuition, and even that little bit much of semester can do a lot of damage for someone who has no financial help from family or anyone.
Walking around campus, I have seen a lot of protests from a lot of people. There is a big uproar about the proposed tuition increases. In case you haven't heard, 20 SUNY officials, 20 SUNY presidents are proposing a 25% increase over the next year, which is unprecedented. Our tuition could be going up thousands of dollars.
That's insane. We go to a SUNY school. It shouldn't be that much money. If I wanted to pay money to go to school, I would have went to a private school.
Do you think it's fair that these tuition increases are coming so suddenly?
Well, it has to happen sometime, I believe, but it's very sudden, especially if you've just started school this year. To have it going up while you're matriculating it's not right. It's not cool.
Yes. The tuition increases, especially with the current state of the economy, is going to create problems. A lot of students are going to have to work over winter break to come up with the money for the spring semester, and they may not be returning for the fall 2009 semester. So a lot of complications on campus with the proposed tuition increases. In case you haven't heard, Governor David Patterson is in favor of the tuition increases, as well as budget cuts for healthcare and education. Something that a lot of people are creating a lot of buzz about, because between education and healthcare, these could be two of the most important, aspects of New York State life.
I definitely agree, and I don't understand why they're for this, especially with the economy dropping the way it is. Who can afford to pay so much money for something so important?
Yeah, so it's just unacceptable.
Something's got to give for the people who really can't afford it. Haven't we learned that cutting health care and medical care and funds for public education, haven't we already learned that doesn't work? That these are things that we really need? So hopefully with our new president-elect, things will look up.
Obama, in case you haven't heard in the news, met with Senator John McCain in Chicago yesterday to discuss, well, that's the thing. We don't know exactly what they discussed. As of now, all we know that they sat down, they talked a little bit of sports, and then the rest was behind closed doors. But it had to have been a little bit touchy between the two, especially considering they got through one of the most heated campaigns in recent history.
Yeah, I can only imagine what the two of them together have talked about. I'm sure they raised a lot of important issues, and I hope the press releases soon what actually went on during that meeting.
I wonder if it's possible that, and there's been a lot of talk about, John McCain actually receiving a cabinet position from Barack Obama. Do you like this idea?
I think it would be a good idea to have both a Democrat and a Republican, just to have both sides, because it's not fair to just have a Democrat looking over everything. So I think it would be good, and hopefully they could find resolves to certain issues, and we can make this work.
A lot of people in the political world feel that it's going to take both a Republican and a Democratic effort together, collaboratively, to make big change in America. So it's very important that we do see this change, right?
Definitely. I totally agree.
Yeah.
All right, so Thursday will be the premiere of For Dolo, which is the comedy sitcom. We did have an interview with Telegra Shipman and Chance about For Dolo's premiere on Thursday, and I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing show.
It should be very funny.
All right, guys, so we've got to wrap it up. So this has been the Daily Recap. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.